Scene 92. Exterior. Lake of Ghosts. Staging area. Evening. Aedon and Osethan climb up the platform adjacent the lake. The water appears calmer than before.
Unless you have some secret enchantment, there is no getting us out of this mess.
I'm all out of ideas.
Osethan turns to leave.
Might as well save our own hides. You coming?
Perplexed, Aedon sits down at the edge of the water with a sigh. Osethan takes off. Aedon crosses his legs, staring at his reflection in the water. A shadow creeps up next to him.
Stare at lake! Disbelief! Lake feeds on fear! Doubt.
Aedon stands up, angry.
This whole journey has been plagued by know-it-alls who know it not. Why should I listen to you?
Kali leaps to a tree, hiding behind its trunk.
Once lived Kali in forever lasting garden.
Aedon's interest is perked.
Memory not stretched back far. He that gets you close. Reside in garden folklore.
What about the story?
Kali climbs up the tree to fetch a piece of fruit.
Kali certain you dressed not proper. Not remember why, though.
Dressed properly? What do my clothes have to do with anything?
Aedon looks around, but Kali is gone.
The folklore. What was that garden story about?
Quick flashes, superimposed over the lake's reflection. A man quickly rushes through the garden bushes. A female runs away. A hand plucks a piece of fruit. A snake slithers around a tree trunk. The female bites into the fruit. The man looks down. The woman covers her breasts with her long hair. Back to Lake of Ghosts, staging area, evening. Images of the story fade back to Aedon's reflection.
The people who lived in the garden, they did not wear clothes. It's too simple, Kali.
Aedon paces on the edge of the platform.
Stupid orangutan. Think you can tell me to just jump into the lake? Well, you'd bubble up the second I stuck my finger in, wouldn't you?
Aedon yanks a twig off a nearby branch, then sits down next to the water's edge, talking to his rippling reflection.
I'm just going to lie here, and if you really want to invite me into your little conundrum, then come and tell me. I'll listen. I promise to listen to your voice. I know you have one. Losing my balance. Talking to lakes now.
A wind picks up and leaves rustle.
I know, I hear you already. I have to fully jump in. Did you trees say that?
The small branch in his hand catapults into the lake. Aedon leans over the water. The branch swims under the surface, untouched by any phenomena of death.
Strange that it doesn't disintegrate.
Aedon removes his footwear. Watching the branch, which seems to beckon him to follow, he removes his toga. Shivering with a chill, he crosses his arms over his private parts. Grasping the glow beaky on his chest, he begins to remove it. Interior. Irminsul Pyramid. Day. Flashback.
Never shall I remove this, as a symbol of my pledge.
Lake of Ghosts. Staging area. Evening. Present day. Aedon leaves the necklace in place. He closes his eyes and dives into the water. Exterior. Lake of Ghosts. Underwater. Splash! Aedon descends through a thick layer of toxic muck. Deeper his body darts, into the underneath pure waters separated from the poison. At the surface, the moonlight glints off the bubbling muck, but Aedon is far below. Safe for now. As he sinks deeper, the round globe-like charm around his neck floats before his eyes. A sparkle within the glow beaky grabs his curiosity. He instinctively examines it. Images flash across the globe's surface. The underwater environment comes to life as Aedon peers through its glass. Friendly sea creatures swim through colorful plants and coral reefs. Magic fish pass by and beckon him to follow. A luminescent seahorse that changes colors leads him under a ceiling of reef. Aedon and the seahorse swish lower, through an archway that cuts into the sedimentary. They continue through an underwater tunnel. Colorful lights stream down from the surface through another opening. They swim upward toward it. Interior for everlasting garden. Contained within a cavity of the mountain, the garden is lush with giant fruit trees and perfectly round ponds. Hidden lava in the upper folds of rock flickers across the quaint magical land. Aedon climbs out of the pond, noticing other waterholes of entrance.
Stay near. I must remember this pool, else I'll return to some other enchanted story.
Aedon approaches an apple tree, but cannot get close to it because the surrounding moat blocks the way. Aedon lifts a foot to step into it, but quickly withdraws when it boils and bubbles. Aedon searches around, looking at dozens of similar trees with pools guarding them.
Time will empty the hourglass before I can discern which is the foreverlasting tree.
Approaching the center of the garden, Aedon comes upon a perfectly round tree with 12 main branches. They slowly dance, and each bears a different fruit. It too is guarded by a moat.
Odd for a tree to bear so many different kinds of...
A raspy voice begins, and when Aedon looks up, a snake hangs from the branch of a neighboring tree.
Take the fruit that you desire. Reach across the pond, for it has seen you come and waits to be taken.
Alas, I have found it.
Aedon reaches for it when he remembers, hearing Atiana's voice. Let the fruit come to you.
Have you not come to obtain a cure for someone's close to you?
How would you know this?
A ruler is sick, and now I can see that a female close to you waits for the cure also.
Aedon folds his arms, frustrated.
Promise me you will grant me one request, and I will give you all the fruit you desire. Enough for healing, and an extra piece for your own health and long life.
If I bite into your fruit, then will I not find its strength irresistible, and my tongue will desire more?
And I will be here with
your confusion and oaths to pay. What enchanted spirit lies beneath your skin, snake?
With a hiss, the snake rattles away. Aedon kneels by the surrounding moat. Tiny air bubbles ascend from the water. Rapidly, they grow like a boiling pot. A fuzzy reddish-purple fruit surfaces. Like an arm, a branch from underneath the water carries it forward, then tosses it. Aedon reaches out, and the fruit lands in his hand. It emits a glow. He feels warm and fuzzy, satisfied. Then,
the power of everlasting life. Shouldn't mankind be better served by a just and balanced man like you? Eat of the fruit, and you will be wise and live forever. Take it. Eat it now.
Defiantly, Aedon cups the fruit to his chest, running back to the pool where he entered. At the edge, Aedon looks down at his reflection. His vision becomes blurred. He closes his eyes and falls into the water.